Great poll question today. We kind of hit it a little bit yesterday when I asked this of Breer going out the door when he was on the program, Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated. Go for it, Christopher. Unpack our poll question at Rich Eisen Show. And 844-204-RICH is the number to dial to chime in on this. What do you have over there,
Who
Chris?
is playing the 2020 NFL season with the biggest chip on their shoulder? Cam Newton, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick.
I love it. Yeah, Bill, to explain to our radio audience, looks very interested in this question.
He looks like Albert just
Great
asked him a
photograph right
question.
there. He does look like Albert just asked him a question. Thank God I didn't get that look at the NFL Films taping of the NFL 100.
Congrats, by the way.
For what happened.
Say the one.
Congrats. That show took home the Sports Emmy while we were away.
That's correct.
And
that's right. Took it
couldn't
home.
have been more deserving. I know Bill didn't get it. Upset.
I know.
The first year, not upset.
Herb Street beat him.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? You got to
Was it Herb? No, it was Charles Barkley beat him for studio analyst.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to play a little before you win those. Yeah, he's doing fine.
Yeah, he's got a few rings to fall back on.
Could have got a new boat though, one Emmy, and then
See now we've got to create a different version of EGOT for sports, right?
yeah, totally.
Super Bowl, Emmy, and then what else would it be? An
ESPY maybe.
ESPY. Sure. Is that the E? So the ESPY. Oh man. So let's unpack this real quick. The Brady-Belichick stuff is 20 years in the making.
Yep.
Okay, what would you say? Was it the third Super Bowl? It wasn't the first. It wasn't the second. But it might have been right around the third Super Bowl in that for 3 out of 4 years.
We're talking about 04, 05.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. After they beat the Eagles.
After they beat the Eagles was the back-to-back. Well, yeah.
You mean the second one, the Vinatieri one?
It went after the Eagles. Not after the first. Not after the one where they beat Carolina. But maybe right around that one in Jacksonville. I'm trying to remember. I think that was the who needs the other one more.
Oh, when that first started.
The talk.
Yeah.
The birth of the
System quarterback.
We're bored by all this in the media. We've got to come up with different storylines to talk about. Who's the more important guy to the Patriot success winning equation? Is it Belichick or is it Brady? It was right around then. So let's just peg it right there.
Okay.
It has been
15,
16 years
Yeah.
of this conversation on Sunday morning shows similar to this one. Yeah, Bill's still unhappy with this conversation.
That Ben Volen just asked him
No,
a dumb question.
listen. Yeah. That it's been a decade and a half of us asking a question to which there was no correct answer.
And we were never going to get an answer.
Correct. Until 2020. We're finally finding, none of us in the sports media doing this. And the number of times that I saw that topic bar come in on game day morning for this, and in the meetings with our production crew, when this would be put out there, and I'd be just like, again? Nobody in that room thought that we would ever see these two gents in the NFL on separate teams. Never. And yet here we have it. 2020. Brady and Belichick. And as well, never thought, even if it was remotely possible, and we'd ask, that Brady would be on a Super Bowl ready team, right? I mean, normally these guys, when they're playing out the string, Montana did it, and Elway did it. I mean, and Peyton Manning was able to do it. But so many of the GOAT quarterbacks who are in their 40s trying to play it out, right? Usually go out to the West Coast and wear a jersey that looks weird on them, and they finish their careers in a way that we'll never remember. Brady's ready to go. And a coach who's ready to just let him go. So, this is all ready-made for Brady to show, I'm going to do it. And this is a guy whose entire career, a la Jordan, is creating perceived slights that no one in their rightful mind would ever place upon him because of how he has constantly improved and proved everyone wrong. So that chip's going to be huge. And Belichick will never talk about the chip. But
I have no explanation for what happened.
He is as competitive as they come. He is as competitive as they come. He's the guy who will never talk about the headlines in public. But you talk to any player that's ever played for him, he's Mr. Bulletin Board material. He's literally making everyone aware of what's being said about them. Brady and all those. Remember when they were heading off to the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and everyone's like, we're the old guys. Everybody's counting us out. Nobody believed in us. And I turn to you on this show, sitting in this chair to you, like, who are those human beings? It's the same people when you see a poll, if you're for Trump or you're for Biden and you're undecided. I'd love to meet the undecided people. I don't know a single undecided person.
No.
Oh, Mike, you're undecided. You're out of your mind.
I'm undecided in everything. I flip-flop and everything. You know
what I'm saying? I don't know a single undecided person. Like, I don't know a single person that was saying the Patriots can't do it. That's all been drummed up by Brady. Belichick was drumming that stuff up. Remember, Belichick waited a year and a half after the Eagles beat them in the Super Bowl and said, we are having more fun than them. Do you remember Lane Johnson led that whole parade saying that's what they said leading up to the win of the Super Bowl that week in Minnesota. We're having more fun. Those guys aren't having fun. Belichick waited a year and a half till the Patriots then beat the Eagles again. And what did he say at the podium? Just dropped like it was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. It was fun to go out there and get a win.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
He also, remember the night before the Eagles Super Bowl, City of Philadelphia released the parade route.
Oh, yeah.
And he put it on the overhead projector in the team meeting before the game.
About it. And then seeing him personally, up close and personal, in that studio, in the NFL 100 all-time team studio. I'm not talking about slights. He remembered everything about everything about everything. Everything. And yet, my answer to this poll question is Cam Newton. Because he literally has the most proof. He has been totally counted out. Everybody forgets he has won an MVP award within the last half decade. He was Rookie of the Year with one of the greatest rookie campaigns a rookie's ever had. He did what he promised to do in Carolina, which was be iconic and entertaining.
Yes.
Okay, he did live up to all of that.
Sure did.
And nobody knocked on his door except New England and paid him $1 million. Really, seriously, it's the equivalent of finding spare change in the NFL couch cushion is what they're paying him. And of course, there's incentives where you can get up to 7.5.
Yep.
But I mean, a mere bag of shells, to use the honeymooners phrase. He played in Super Bowl 50. Okay, that's not too long ago. This guy has truly been counted out. What are you going to say about Brady? Well, you know, he's 43. Really? You want to go there with him on that? What are you going to say about Belichick? Well, you know, I mean, he's doesn't have Brady anymore. And look what happened to him when he didn't have Brady back when he was Cleveland's head coach, right? And I know that they struggled the year before Brady took the reins there with Bledsoe. You really think they're going to they might have gone 6-10 if they went with a guy who'd never played before, but it's Cam Newton. And Cam's replacing Brady. And so who has the most to prove? Who's got the shoulder chip bigger than Cameron Newton? That's who I would choose in this one. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.